back for the 50th episode of Top 5 Live. Very
It's already starting off crazy.
Yeah. Look, man, Javon is, I don't know if he's he might still be mad about Roe v. Wade. You know what I mean? It's been a long day for that dude, bro. I'm going to let him explain it because I'm sure we're going to get to it at some point. Or it'll start afresh. While we're in the middle of the show, it'll start afresh. So I'm sure you guys can see who's missing. Well, for those, when this gets produced in audio, I'm saying you can't see it, so I can just say it. But you know what I'm saying?
Our 50th show, he late.
We got a packed show. You know what I'm saying? We got a packed show. We got my girl Rock back up and through here. For the 50th.
Now, was Danny Quick late, or did you keep him in the back room just to pause him?
No, he literally just unclicked himself.
Do we seem like the people that want to give him his own intro? Like, I don't think
That's how they do, bro.
He literally just unclicked himself when he came in. That was just him. That's just
y'all
what he
know how
did.
they do, man. I'll be just sitting here waiting, doing my thing, and then
lying son of a bummer.
They just be hating.
Anyway, back for our 50th episode, we got Rock in the building. We got my bro Brian J. Lambert up in this. I can't say that again because I'm gonna get banned. Up in this mug. We got Michael J.
He gearing up for battle, man. What the heck?
Yeah, I gotta get ready because it's already crispy up in here.
Gearing up for battle.
Oh yeah, I have all intentions on making this show pretty insane. Dad, Brian just said, "Man, F y'all."
He's like, "Yeah, man, I ain't ready."
Okay.
Because Morgan didn't change the background for some reason.
Brian, listen, what had happened? You're right. I didn't change the background. Jesus, let me do that while we talk. But anyway, Mike is coming through. One, so he could drop a list that I am highly anticipating. But two, because FSK has another dope Kickstarter going on. Let me make sure I get the screen share up while I fix this joint. And Javon, you can grab control to scroll that joint, can't you? Once I screen share it.
What are you trying to do?
I'm about to screen share the page for Mike. And then let's see. While I get the other joint set up. Dang, where's the? Oh, there you go. Never mind. But yeah, Mike, you want to go ahead and tell the people about the dope project you got?
Well, the dope project we have is the next two chapters of a little story called Emerald Quest fantasy book. Think real quickly of Lord of the Rings mixed with X-Men. Our lead character is Marky. She is a 15-year-old military savant. She is thoroughly trained in tactics, weapons, fighting, strategy, all types of things like that. And no one knows where she comes from. They just know this girl's 15 and she has worked her way from the bottom to the top to become the youngest general in her queen's army at the age of 15. We're going to explore her past, which is very mysterious, and the future of the entire world of Emerald Quest, as there is a giant hunt between all these different kingdoms to get all the emerald shards back together to make the emerald whole.
Bro, that cover I just saw, I had to stop for a second and give up on that.
Which cover?
This joint right here. Let's see. This joint right here. Woo! Woo! That joint. She clean, cause that joint clean right there. Seriously.
James Gage does not disappoint. He's a dope artist.
I can see. So we got we got 12 days left on the campaign, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to do that. Where the link? I was going to do it on live on the air. That's right.
You suck, bro.
I said it yesterday.
Here's the link for those who have not already had it. I'll keep the ticket going, and I'll make sure I also drop it in the chat. And so everybody can just click on that, Jan.
I think this is also awesome because I can drop some exclusivity on your show.
Do it.
Seeing we have the person here, the man Brian Lambert will be taking over writing duties on Emerald Quest.
Writer. Oh wow! Oh, you know what?
I'm killing Morgan's character immediately. I'm killing Danny's. character. Strong is now making a guest appearance. And
There we go.
She's gonna take over everything.
There we go.
You ain't gonna kill Ace Blade.
There we go.
Man. We ain't doing that.
There we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Already my favorite
I'll sue
project.
for libel and defamation of character if you do that.
That is ridiculous, is what it is.
I'm not surprised, me and Mike, we need a couple more sessions, obviously, man. But Mike, man, the world in Emerald Quest, and I'm not just, the world is kind of what brought me in, bro. It's very like Game of Thrones in terms of this got a ton of lay on. So, bro, I'm all about it. I can't wait to get into it and
I want
play
Emerald Quest to be a video game. I want that. I want, like Brian said, Game of Thrones meets Legend of Zelda type situation. That in my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely want that. I wouldn't want any of my IPs to be turned to a video game. I'm a big video game head, but Emerald Quest has had a long journey here.
Ryan, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Man, that's my guy, bro. That dude.
Ryan is the homie. He's rolling in Gem City with me this weekend.
Ooh, do you see this though? Look at
Where you at this weekend? Where you at this weekend?
Gem City.
Okay.
Oh, I need to make sure it's also. Hold on.
Hey Danny, what's up with your Wi-Fi, man?
Yeah, let me log in real quick so I can make sure that it's clear that I've already backed this project.
Yeah, I got some ratchet Wi-Fi today, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I got some ghetto Wi-Fi today, man. What's up?
I love it. We're just let's make sure it is clear.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure there ain't no confusion. You know what I'm saying? Why we on here? So
I was gonna ask you why I didn't say manage my pledge. I was gonna ask you, but
you tried it. You tried it. Oh, don't worry, bro. Hey, look. Mike, you want to go ahead and show them the list to see who's number one? I mean, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I'm talking about.
Morgan was the first backer. He's getting original artwork from Emerald Quest #2 in his pledge package.
Wait, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, how did that happen?
You know
that
what I'm saying?
Can you not like feed this man's ego?
I'm just saying, bro. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I do, cuz.
I bet you if you set up a referral reward, I can bring in more backers than anybody else in the last 12 days.
I did set up a referral reward.
Send me a link then.
I have a referral reward on here that says if you pledge to the Emerald Quest Kickstarter and you get a friend to pledge to the Emerald Quest Kickstarter, y'all both will get a hotshot keychain as long as your pledges go through.
Send me the link. Hold on.
What up,
I need to record you saying that because
I am recorded.
You know this is recording right now. Like you recording.
He doesn't understand technology.
I
need it for my TikTok.
He needs it.
This nigga came on a live on Restream and said, "I wish somebody would record this right now."
Go ahead.
He's holding his phone out like you are. You are literally aging yourself right now. Let me record this right now.
I got a feeling there's some Grey Goose involved with this. That's what I think is happening.
You sound like you like 60 years old, man.
Yo, I want to see this number grow while we on this show now. I'm about to drop the link in there.
I'm putting it on TikTok. I'm about to get
to do anything. I don't care. I was first. Just as long as everybody remembers I was first. That's what matters.
That's all that matters.
What up, Brad?
Really?
Brad Arnie in the building.
Brad Arnie in the building.
Out this mud.
As always,
got my boy Ryan Robinson. I gotta go back down to Ryan Robinson's cover real quick. That crap.
It's a party tonight, man. Good grief.
Hey, we got a special guest in the building.
We got the missus.
Yeah, I'm trying. Look, we gonna make sure we circle back to this, but we got mad stuff to get into, bro. Like
the missus then showed up for 50.
Yeah, bro. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. My chick slid through, bro. Rock came up in here smacking. I thought she was coming in like mid-show. She told me she might have to dip, but she came in early. I said, "Oh, snap!
You ain't got nowhere to go. It's Tuesday. You ain't got nothing to do."
What up, J man?
Listen.
Perfect. Go ahead, Rock. What you got? What you got? What you got to get off your chest? Go ahead.
Oh no, nothing. Javon was being fun to do. I got places to be. People to see.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
okay. Damn.
See, hey, She was trying to put you down light and say, "I bless you with my presence." Now you better shut your mouth.
Put nobody down. We'll see. Why you always got to? I was having a conversation. I'm sorry that everything is aggressive with you. I'm sorry if everything is aggressive.
You gonna talk about your girl Kim Burrell or not?
I will at some point, but I think it deserves a short stop instead of me just mashing her face off the whole time. So I think so Brian is on here specifically, and he tried to get at me earlier saying that I gave him homework. I did not give this man homework. Don't lie, bro.
You definitely did.
Don't lie, bro. I can get you back tonight. Don't forget. You got me the other night. Don't forget.
My fans wanted a whole genealogy report on the Rippaverse. His genetic makeup, his political. I don't have time for that shit.
That's a lie, bro.
Right? Can I say shit? But
of course,
it's a little too late for that. I mean
right. The long and the short of it, man. I mean, obviously, we've all seen this. The stuff started popping up on my timeline. There's this weird thing in our community. I feel like sometimes that like it's only revolving like money or prestige. They do something great and they're black, and it's like, oh, you got to support. But the ideology behind that doesn't really match a cause for black people to wholeheartedly. We should, quote unquote, wholeheartedly support those that wholeheartedly support us, irrespective of political leanings and all that other stuff. The Rippaverse is not that, and that's my right. So let's go down the line here. The gentleman is a YouTuber. He's got a metal band. Great, good job in terms of pursuing your dreams. But when you galvanize your blackness to gain that other crowd that is anti-black, then I'm not going to cheer for you. His views, he says he's a libertarian, but his views are mainly conservative. What's wrong with conservative views? But when you pair that with white supremacy, everything is wrong. Song that talks about black on black crime. If you make a song that extols racist dog whistles, right? Then that means that you believe in that. When you take a picture with Kyle Rittenhouse, here it's just Kyle Rittenhouse. No, it's Kyle fucking Rittenhouse. That's a big deal. Even the moniker of, hey, black creator makes anti-woke comment out. So how do you know it's anti-woke? Unless you're promoting it as anti-woke and released it. Yeah. So you don't know what the actual content of it is. The other factor is what makes something woke. Is it a woke comic just because I'm a black man and I wrote a black main, just because someone is gay and they write a gay main character, and on and on and on? What constitutes something being woke? Woke just by nature because you're a black man who says, hey, I'm anti-woke. What does that really mean? So there are a lot of aspects that go into this. Also, he dropped a 17-minute video. 17 minutes of it, I can get my goddamn time back. At Manuel Godoy from Black Sands. I will be critical of Manuel in the past. You know what I mean? And if he comes with something I don't like, I'll be critical again. Just like him, anytime somebody brings it, if he's doing something that I can be critical about, that's just my personality. But video on, hey, this one guy is mean and he's bad because he's talking down to a black, and then continue to down on that black person, right? Like you've just become a hypocrite. Of that, if you're talking just in terms of color and the color politics, I'm also really not 100% skeptical. But again, running your own numbers, you can that he hasn't done them. Yes, I do think that he does. But we're talking about 2.4 mil. I don't know the case. And I would also say that the numbers that the pledging numbers that he said himself don't really necessarily support that being the truthful case.
He would just talk.
I would like to say, for me personally, I agree with everything that Brian said. Because I've spoken about supporting black people, no matter if I've literally said word for word on my TikTok, if you black and you make comics, I'm gonna try to support you, right? Those are my words. That's my beliefs. So I would be a hypocrite not to try to support the young brother who's just getting into comics. Now, I know personally that it does not take $10. It does not cost $10 to ship a book anywhere in the US. All right. Even if it's a graphic novel, it does not cost $10 to ship a book. So like Brad Arling was saying, that it ends up being $50 with shipping, because you're charging between $10 and $15 to ship a book. Because I went and looked. But I did say that I would go back and buy any of his books before, just to check it out, because I know for me, I'm gonna buy your first book, but if the second and third book ain't good, then I might not stick around. I feel you on that, Brian. I'm just saying I can't be a hypocrite in my views, because I've said publicly, if you black and you trying to make comics, I'm gonna try to support you in some kind of way.
So you said try. You gave yourself out.
Go ahead, Michael. Go ahead, Mike.
I just have a bit of an amendment onto what Danny J. Quick said. So with the combo that's going right now, I agree with Brian, and I agree with Danny J. Quick to a degree. If you're black and you make comics, I'm not just going to support you. Your stuff has to be good. I'm sorry. Amen. I'm sorry. I'm not about to just buy it just because you're black. I'll come check you out. Now I will do that. Now I'll come over to your table. I'll pick up your book and I'll check it out. But if it ain't good or I don't like it, I'm not gonna buy it.
On that one.
So look at Javon being polite. What?
Hey man, Brad said he like Brad said. Wait. Brad said he like the hand raising, so I'm gonna keep it running.
Is this because Rock is on the show?
Nah, Brad said he liked it, so I'm gonna keep it do it, man. I'm gonna do it. No, so I did a little. I've been doing a little research into this whole situation. From my understanding, dude rides with Comicsgate, and if you know anything about Comicsgate, like that's not the audience that needs my support. Like they want to support their own crap, fine. But they don't need my support. They are very big into they're very racist overtones and misogyny, and there's just a lot of stuff. It's very Trumpish, very MAGA-ish. So I mean, I understand conceptually. I'm a root for everybody black, but I'm with Mike. Not everybody that's black needs to be rooted for, because there are individuals who are black that are doing real damage out there, based on
absolutely.
Yeah, and so, but I'm not gonna put money in that person's pocket. No, if you out here doing damage, I'm not I get what you're saying. And that's your philosophy. But for me,
no, we wouldn't either. We wouldn't either. I mean, I want to name somebody in particular, but I'm not gonna do it just because.
Can you say it in code that we can figure out?
Hey, I heard my sis about it.
I feel like I know who they're talking about.
I heard my sis in here about to be messy.
I mean, hey, listen,
Rock. So I know you don't read. I know you don't read comics like that. So
What they say is Sandy at the beach.
What? Sand to the beach.
I can't.
It's Sandy, huh?
I can't.
Who got Sandy? What?
Some
people called it.
Y'all pray for my wife. She a gangster.
All right, you missed it, Morgan. No, so one of the problems, Danny, and I agree with you as well. Again, I'm a super backer on Kickstarter projects. I 100% will, at least. And again, I don't say
that's
this
not what woke means, by the way.
Not gone through the exactly. The whole entire thing. I went through his whole entire campaign. I read it. One, the story is look at it, and there is nothing that separates it from any other story to make it quote unquote anti-woke. The other part of it is, I think Danny's stance is to support being black, for like the intrinsic nature of black people, right? Like the communal aspects of it, which I get. Community, doesn't that remove your responsibility? Like if Candace Owens does, Candace Owens is, you know what I mean? Herschel Walker does one. We're gonna buy Herschel Walker, but
hey,
I'm not.
Preach on it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say much only because I'm so late to the game on it. Like because I think Imani asked were we gonna talk about it, and I was like, I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even about to try to play like I do. And then when I tried to get up on it, everybody already had their see. That's what I'm saying. Brian trying to get at me, talk about somebody. I gave him homework and stuff. I did not. What I said is I don't know anything, and I don't want to offer my opinion on it unless I'm talking about strictly the facts. And if it's gonna be opinion based and I'm already ignorant on it, I'm not gonna speak on it because I don't know enough to speak on it. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't know enough. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm sorry, but if the dude is and yeah, I broke my rule. The dude is rocking. He's sitting there taking pictures with Kyle Rittenhouse. I mean, like honestly, when I saw like when you beaming and like, nah, man, I'm done with that.
I can't see that again. I don't mean to be the bad guy in the room. That never happened. Oh, my bad. You did have your hand up.
Yes, Michael had his hand up, Danny.
Y'all got one raised hand.
Mute your mic.
That's all you get.
Mute your mic, Danny. He had his hand up.
Yeah, I literally have never heard of this book until I was on Kyron and Danny's show this Saturday.
Me too.
First, I've heard of this dude, this verse, this character, any of that, and now it is all in my timeline now, ever since Saturday, and I didn't even look him up.
But
yeah, me neither.
You know what this also proves though is the age old. All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
Whether people are pissed. Whether people are pissed or whether people love it or whatever, all publicity is good publicity because as soon as I don't care what it is and how sensational it is or whatever, if it gets people to click on your stuff, you'll come away with some buys. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want certain things out there, especially if they're lies. Like I'm trying hard to stay away from the Kim Burrell thing, so I don't. Because we were supposed to talk about something else.
Let's go.
Y'all, hey, Roxy said,
Roxy
said, let's go.
I would like to talk about the Kim Burrell thing also, but I do want to put a bow on this last thing, okay? If I, again, for me, if I...
Wait. Did Danny raise his hand, everybody?
He raised his hand.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. All right.
For me, I spend my money in places who I know support things that I don't support. I go to Walmart, once a month. I still eat at Chick-fil-A.
Don't do this terrible analogy, please.
This is terrible. Yeah, this is really bad.
I'm saying I send my money to Wells Fargo every month, and them jokers are spending way more than $2 million and promoting people way worse than what I would say, this dude is. So if I say again, the dude is black, I'm gonna try to support him in a way. That doesn't mean that he's gonna keep my support. That means that when I'm introduced to it, I'm gonna check it out.
Danny, can I ask you a question before we move on? I just want to ask you a question.
If
you saw me taking a picture, with Donald Trump like this, you're gonna be like, yo, that dude need to get like, y'all gonna be like, yo, come on back to top 5, dude.
I took a picture with Rob Liefeld 2 weeks ago, right? There's people who hate Rob Liefeld, right? Because and I'm not saying Rob Liefeld is not Kyle Rittenhouse. He's not. I'm not equating the two. I'm saying that there are people who hate this dude, and because I took a picture with him, literally sent me a message saying, "Oh, you a fan of Rob Liefeld, such and such and such." And I'm like, bruh. How in the world, Mike?
Did Mike raise his hand?
Yeah,
he did.
What?
All right.
I can't remember his.
Listen, Roxy said we supposed to be talking. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead, Mike.
I can't remember his name, but he is the artist and designer behind the Yellow Lanterns at DC.
Ethan Van Siever.
Like, yeah, I had no idea who he was. I was at a comic book convention. I had on one of my Hot Shot shirts. I walked past him. He stopped me. He's like, "Is that a DC character?" I was like, "Nah, baby, FSK, freestyle comics all day. That's what we do." And he was like, "Hey, let me see." He was like, "Let me see the shirt." He's like, "That shirt is really cool." And he's like, "Dang, I would love to draw your character." Came over to my table, bought some books, took a picture with him, everything. Victor was like, "Hey, yo, Mike."
Hey, let me talk to you real quick.
That's not the one, Mike. I was like, "What do you mean? Who is he?" And they explained it to me, but I didn't know at the time.
But you know what though? You got his money, so you good. You got that money, so I ain't mad at you. You didn't know. Did you know before? Did you know at the time?
I had no idea until Victor told me.
Hey, I mean, sometimes you don't know, because I know when we go to cons, I'm gonna say this and then I'll get to the Kim Burrell thing. When we go to cons, bro, like I'll be standing at the table and or we'll be walking through to get ready to set up or whatever, and then they be like, "Oh, that's this person. They did this, and this," and I'll be like, "Oh, that's what's up. That's dope." Oh, there goes, you know what I'm saying? Like Danny notices everybody. I don't know people like that. You know what I'm saying? So until you point them out, I got nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? But I will be in awe, you know what I'm saying, of their work or what they've done once I come into the knowledge that they are the person that did it. So, you know what I mean? Like it's sometimes you don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, you can't abstain because you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. Oh, you're right. Ryan, thank you, bro. Thank you for reminding me. Jesus Christ. Look, Danny said he wanted to do the Kim Burrell thing, so Danny, go ahead and jump into that real quick while I try to get this background fixed.
I don't know what you sent me the video, but I didn't watch it. I heard that Kim Burrell had said something problematic, and I said that sounds about right because I knew her past for saying things has been tumultuous. I know, again, we talk about all the time. She's a talented singer. The lady can sing her tail off. But in real life, she just might not be a good person, and that's okay.
What?
You know, she might not love people like she's supposed to. But
I don't know that.
I don't know that, but I know she said very hateful things about people.
Abort. Just stop.
In real life,
wife right there.
Who's Kim Burrell?
I know she said me and Tiana, we disagree.
Well,
on
I
certain
don't
stuff.
know. I don't know
Right.
exactly what she said. All I know is it about gay people? Is that what y'all talking about?
Not this time. Last time she was talking about the gay community. This time she's talking about broke people. What was she saying?
She was just honestly like I thought she was rambling. She was rambling.
She was rambling.
So
it didn't feel that bad.
She was rambling, but the part that pissed me off is one. The part that pissed me off is one because you already know like the reputation for the church and being money grubbing, and especially the black church. And then you come in here talk about the part that she said to piss me off was her saying I'm not as expensive as some of y'all might be led to believe, or she said something along those lines. And I said, you dumb son. That crap pissed me off only because you know what I mean. Like there's no like she went on all this stuff about like she was saying you got to be selective with like who you pick for your friends, and like then she was like you know how many like when you're talking to them about being a friend. Like you can interview them and say, have you, is your name on the like your electrical bill?
The light bill. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? She was just rambling, bro, like and saying stuff that she thought was funny. You could tell the crowd was like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You could see you could tell the crowd was like, I mean, I don't really know what she talking about, but okay. But I've been in too many church services where I've seen that type of annoying behavior because you'll say it, but you're saying it in a standpoint and in a mindset and way that it's like, you know what I'm saying? Back when I was going to church and like when I was a teenager, the person that you could count on to come in and say just nonsensical things or things that were going to be offensive on purpose and they felt like they had a license to do it because of their title was the visiting evangelist. Whoever the evangelist is going to come in and say all kinds of just disrespectful, terrible things, and then say, "I ain't scared of none of y'all." At the end of it, all of them did that. At least in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying. But I've been out of state and seen the same thing. But all the evangelists were going to come in and tell you, "Yeah, some of y'all, I seen this in your bedroom." I've heard all kinds of things in church before. You know what I'm saying? And she was doing it in the exact same vein, in the exact same cadence, in the exact same way that all of these people have been speaking for over 20-something years. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that annoys me because you already know there's pressure on the black church. People are turning away from God daily not because of their relationship with God or Jesus, and that's separate. You know what I'm saying? That's separate because if you want a relationship, you should be seeking it with them. You know what I'm saying? But people are turning away because they see this nonsense here, and then they like, I'm not interested. Because if you're the salesman, I don't want what you're selling. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening with the black church. So for you to get up there and then be on this circuit church bull crap, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not as expensive as I appear. Man, shut the heck. Man, that crap made me mad. It's just stupid. You know what I'm saying?
You really feel some type of way about this.
I hate it. I can't stand it, bro. Like, because it's one of the top reasons that people miss out on what they could have experienced with God or with Jesus or with a spiritual experience or with a church or whatever, because people are in the pulpit doing this nonsense. And it's stupid. Like, you have no reason to do it other than just trying to entertain yourself or think you cute, or because somebody gave you that space based on your talent. Nobody I don't care about your talent. You know what I'm saying? You up there, you think you're funny. Nobody else thinks you're funny. Sit the F down and sing. That's what we brought you up here to do. That's what you got paid to do. So get your honorarium and get the F off the stage.
It ain't that shut up and dribble.
I can't stand that crap.
Honestly, yeah, I didn't really take it that bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Roxy. You wanted to talk about this. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Roxy.
Oh, I'm not even surprised because you would do, like Marcus said, we've seen it so many times. But I think what got me, like she made the comments about not wearing a mask and not being. Come on, like this is why church people did get vaccinated. Oh my God. They did. You know, they about to go up yonder. You know, because they just following blindly behind people. When she was saying about, she was asking how long he been broke. A lot of the people that they're broke because of the pastors. Like she didn't put any thought into it. I think she was drunk. She was under the influence of something, and it wasn't.
Could have been. I could see that. I ain't gonna lie.
I've honestly been in church my whole life. I didn't seen that type of stuff before. I think she was just trying to be funny, and it was a bad idea and it was a bad job. I mean, I just didn't. It didn't set me off like it set you off. Like I laughed because it was so hilariously awkward. So I mean, it was, like I've heard pastors get up and try and be funny in the past and be terrible. So what she did, this is exactly what that is. She was rambling and trying to be smarty and make jokes, and it didn't come out right because it wasn't funny. Like that's the only thing. It wasn't funny.
Did you see her apology? She the people that were coming but at
that's
not gonna go over well for her, but
that's the other part.
But I'm gonna forgive her with the love of the Lord, because that's what people do. You like this, and they do it again and again, and you just keep forgetting how it goes.
I mean, in that regard, you don't have a choice. If you're gonna follow, you don't have a choice in that matter. You know what I'm saying? That's you. I mean, you can not do it, but you can't not do it and then say you following. Like that's not a thing. But in this regard, her apology was the second thing to piss me off, because it wasn't really an apology. She was like, I apologize to the people I offended, but what y'all not about to do is talk out of my name. Y'all not about to be defaming me out in these streets. That's pretty much what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she did it with the
we could have
hands.
If we could have seen her typing, that's what she would have been doing like this.
Morgan just making stuff up at this point. I just want y'all to understand. Morgan just made all that up. All right, that's what when he was reading it. That's what he saw. What you not gonna do? I saw all what that. You not gonna do? Like that's what he saw. She was doing it while she was typing, so she was like,
she definitely was like, that's what she was. What doing. You not about to do? Yeah.
Hey Morgan, I have a question.
Yep.
Because there's this one pastor that I really admire. Mm-hmm. Great pastor.
Mm-hmm.
Without saying a name. Because we went to the same church. Are you telling me that you didn't experience that at the church we went to?
I just said I've experienced this literally from the time
I'm
I
talking
was
about
little
at this
till
church
now.
in particular that
He said
we
he did.
went to.
I literally just said I did. I've
Because
experienced
that
it since
happened
I was
quite
little till
often.
now. I've seen it literally my entire life. I've seen it my entire life, which is why it pisses me off. If you're doing it and it's again, there's nothing wrong with you like cracking jokes and stuff in the pulpit. Some of the stuff she said was stupid. But past it being stupid, then you make it even worse with that. I'm not gonna say her apology was false. Let me not say that. Her apology came off extremely disingenuous because of the way that she typed it out and then was like, "You're not gonna defame my name." And all of the rest of that bullcrap. If you were apologizing, just apologize. That's all you have to do. Nobody asked you about the defamation stuff. You can follow suit on your own.
I've heard
who's Facebook user going that damn Kimberell like this? Damn.
I have heard pastors, this one in particular, not necessarily apologize, but admit that some of what she said may have been a little off, but then follow up with, "But it is what it is, and what you gonna do about it?" Like,
yeah,
I'm just saying. I think the pulpit is sometimes used for pastors to be a little transparent because they want us to be transparent, right? So this is them speaking their truth. This is them showing the human side of who they are. I'm not saying that she was wrong. Now the trailer park trash comment that she made, she didn't say all of that, but that's what I took it as. Some of that stuff she said she didn't have to say. I think she was joking, and maybe she was hurt by not. I mean, she mentioned not being invited to someone in particular's church. I didn't watch the whole thing, but some of that is from a place of hurt, right? That's what I think. I think some of it's coming from a place of hurt.
Is that? I mean, that's not that.
The rest of the video. If you look at the rest of the video, clearly at the end of the video, she felt like she was talking just in her head. She was like, "Yeah, some of y'all hiding y'all day," and they zoomed in on somebody with a hat talking about me because I come up in that pulpit.
Please do not.
Like, seriously.
Please do not. That's
the end of the video.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, like I said, I'm not saying again. I've heard pastors get in the pulpit and ramble before. I've heard pastors ramble for an hour plus. You know what I mean? The rambling isn't the issue. It's the things that she was saying in the state of where the church is as it is, on top of and then you double down on it after the fact, being even more stupid, talking about people defaming your name when you literally put the ammunition out there to get your name defamed in the first place. Knowing full well that you're not about to sue them. You are not about to sue those people. What you gonna do? Sue the internet? Shut up. No, you're not. You're just out there.
Hey, for the record, go ahead, Mike.
Real quick, and it's a little ignorant too. I'm sorry. Somebody in the chat said Kim Burrell's looks like her neck stank. I just wanted to point that out. They said specifically.
I did not see that.
They said the chat specifically said she looked like her neck stank. Like,
look, see, I don't need to say none of that. I'm just speaking to specifically how ridiculous what she said was and how much worse it was after her apology. Her apology is what made it worse. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing that really took it over the edge. Because if you do something in error, cool, bro. Like nobody expects you to be perfect. I don't care who it is. When Eddie Long had his thing, right? When it came out that the guy was saying, "Yo, this dude's been molesting me for years," I was like, "Yo, I mean, it's an allegation. We gotta wait and see." You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because I won't go just jump at him. But if you have the opportunity to clean it up, and instead of cleaning it up, you defending yourself, you are not doing yourself a service. You're hurting yourself at that point. So, and again, I've seen that in church since I was little. To me being grown, there's no church I've been in and not seen that done. So that's what I'm saying. It's not great. I don't care who does it. It doesn't make a difference. I don't care if I did it. If I did it, I would check myself and be like, "Yo, I got to eat that. I apologize, my bad, whatever." But I'm not gonna be up there and be like, "Apologize, my bad." And I'm gonna sue every last one of y'all if y'all keep running my name in these streets. Like I'm not gonna do that.
Would you apologize?
Wrong, I'm gonna say I was wrong. And move on. I do apologize.
Would you? For real?
Yeah, I've had to do it before. I
don't think I've ever heard Morgan apologize in the 50 episodes of this show. I ain't never heard Morgan apologize.
You are lying.
Danny, have you ever heard Morgan apologize on this show?
On this show, Morgan, I don't think Morgan apologized for opinions, but if he was wrong about something, I've heard him apologize to people.
On this show, though.
But
I only know on this show.
Not on this show.
In our thread.
What? I have. Is it? Well, you know what? I don't know if that's an apology versus me saying I'm wrong. It's the same thing. Like, if you prove me wrong, right? If we having a debate about something, you prove that you're right. Don't I always be like, you know what, you're right? Don't I do that?
Apology.
I do that. I've done it several times. I don't think I've ever heard you do that.
Wait, whoa.
That's
Danny, you?
I literally. All right, well, I'll talk in the chat.
That's lies.
I don't mind being wrong. I'll be wrong all the time.
Hey,
not name one of us apologizes or says that the others are wrong. Like,
this is like going to somebody else's house and then all their dirt come out, like at the dinner table.
But I'm an open book, bro. I'm an open book. I don't care. Like I was just getting ready to say, like, I when I was a deacon at the church, I had to apologize multiple times. I had to apologize in front of the church, behind closed doors, to other church leaders, to church members. I've had to apologize. I don't care nothing about apologizing. If I mess up, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'll apologize and move on.
Hey, I just want to say that I didn't follow the criteria for the top 5 tonight at all.
So, when do you ever? When do you ever?
I'm sorry, when you have weird behind criteria like that you be posting, Danny.
You could have said that a week ago, though. Like, you could have said, this criteria doesn't make sense to me. Let's do something
I didn't
else.
say it doesn't make sense. I just thought that you gave a list of the movies and what's supposed to be a part of the movies.
And you ain't gonna apologize for it either. So all right.
He did though. He said, "I'm sorry. I such and such and such." He did.
That's not an apology. That's not an apology. He said,
I tried,
"I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do it." Is what he.
No, he said, "I'm sorry. I didn't follow that criteria."
I did. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Is it an apology if you don't if it doesn't come with correction though? Is it?
How am I going to correct it? How the hell am I going to correct it when
how would it not be an apology?
The show is going on right now.
If you don't correct it, it's not an apology.
How am I going to correct it?
When did Brian dip out? Brian slid out and I didn't even see it.
Brian has some technical difficulties.
I gotta hear.
Appreciate you, Chris. Rock got to go out. So
I gotta hear Mike.
Happy 50th, guys.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming through.
Right,
why Kevin keep coming at Danny, man? What the heck, dude?
Kevin gonna snap. That's cool. I'm cool with that.
Kevin said you look like Omar Epps for the program.
He got a long, illustrious career as an actor. I'll take it.
Hey, Ryan, want to get in the show? Ryan, you should come on in, man. It's a party.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's 50th episode, bro. We turn.
I know, man.
You know what I mean?
If there's any time.
And in the next 17 minutes, Danny gonna leave anyway. So I mean,
y'all know as soon as 9 o'clock.
Hey, wait, time out. See, since we got the missus on the show, do you even care if this man goes over 9 o'clock?
Sometimes I do.
Sometimes.
Yes,
okay, I just want to make sure.
I just said as a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact, the neck roll and she had the shoulder shimmy and all.
You asked.
Hey,
look, I had this idea. I was like, oh shoot, let me call Danny and tell him. I called him real quick. She answered the phone. She was like, he busy. She was like, can he call you back tomorrow?
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah, that's cool.
What time was it though?
I think it was like 9:45.
Yeah, Danny.
That's funny because that was the only time I've done that. But yeah, we
got him on lock.
I do it to her too.
What you do that day?
I do it to her too though.
What is Morgan doing?
We got an agreement.
Whoa. You if people pick up, you be like, oh, she busy.
I mean, I might decline a call for her after too late. Like I might
time out. Y'all got a landline or something?
No, I might. If somebody calls me on her phone, I'll just decline the call.
You pick up her phone for
especially if I'm asleep. Like,
why are you picking up her phone though?
I think it's a little disrespectful to call at a certain hour. We've heard that. We might be talking. You know what I'm saying?
Might be having a conversation.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
I was gonna say something real bad, but I
why is this happening, bro? When she said talking with that big grin on her face, I hope you know what she was talking about. All right.
No. Nobody knew.
Shut up.
Shut
up. No.
It's cool.
Nah.
A godly conversation.
Nah.
You just say church. Don't be lying about the church now.
Nah.
It's Ace Blade Wrestling.
Yeah, Ace Blade Wrestling. That's what it is. That's a perfect description. Ace Blade Wrestling.
But your wife is on the show today, so you could go over.
Tiana, we gotta eat. Yeah,
you cooking? You ain't moving.
I am moving.
Man, you about him? How you cooking?
Hey, what is in the oven? We got 4 kids. They know
how you gonna point the oven over there? She's sitting behind you.
Well, how about this, nigga? How about this?
Exactly.
Since nigga number 1 on the right is cooking, and the other one waiting to eat. How about both of y'all go ahead and do your list? How about that? Since y'all about to dip anyway.
She took my phone. Oh, I sent you the message.
All right, Tiana.
If any one of your listen, hold on. If any one of your movies got brandy in it, I'm done. Like seriously.
I put it up
Me
there.
too.
You said that.
I'm just saying.
Because you said that I put it up there.
Listen, this will be the last day. It'll be the 50th and last final.
Start at 5.
All right, I'm gonna start at 5. Okay, so then I guess that.
How are we doing this?
Okay.
All right, here's Tiana's list. She's these are she actually got 6. She already breaking the rules. She got 6.
Bruh, nah.
Would you choose?
All right, so number 5 is the worst. Is like the worst out of my top 5, right?
5 is the worst.
So then I gotta say Cinderella.
With Brandy and Whitney Houston. Impossible.
Yeah.
Perfect film. Go ahead.
What's number 4? I hate y'all.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only Brandy movie I could think about. So
it's only what anybody cares about.
What's number 4? What's number 4?
All right, number 4.
God Almighty, man.
I'm gonna have to
go with give y'all a mic.
Yeah. Daddy's Home 1 and 2. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I promise
Daddy's Home 1 and 2.
I promise you, we'll be laughing the entire movie.
2 perfect.
That sounds like a sex tape.
Negro.
You've never seen Daddy's Home?
No.
It's got Mark Wahlberg in it. It's hilarious.
Bruh, it's 2 perfect
what's
comedy.
What's the dude name from from
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
And Mel Gibson is
Mel Gibson is in it too. Trust me.
Okay. Time out. Ignoring the fact that you chose 2 movies in one slot.
Nah, that is one slot.
You got 2 movies.
Number 5 and number 4.
No, that's number 5 together. That's one movie.
No, it's not.
No, I did. That was number 4. I did.
Oh my God.
That's 5. Daddy's Home 1 and 2. Listen,
if y'all ain't the most perfect people for each other, I swear, for Lord my God, if y'all ain't the most perfect people,
you're not gonna watch Daddy's Home 1 and 2.
No,
Jackson.
You out of Jackson.
You know better.
That's Javon. Javon.
Yeah.
Javon.
What?
You have children?
Yes, I have children.
How old are your children?
My children are 17, 2 twin 17-year-olds and a 3-year-old.
Listen. Your 17-year-olds will laugh so freaking hard.
Okay, we've seen
you,
Daddy's Home. I've seen them both.
Okay, then.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to tell you to rethink this.
Stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that. You ain't seen it. You thinking about the movie with
I have seen it.
No, he's thinking about what's the one with
Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, when one is the stepfather and he wants his kids to call him daddy and love him. I know what the movie is about. I done seen the movie. The man get electrocuted in 2 movies. It's not that funny.
Dude.
Oh man, the Bone Collector is a good one. All right, what's your third?
Oh my God. I don't even know if I want this.
You got
Shooter, another Mark Wahlberg movie. Shooter's a perfect film. Stop it. Y'all can talk all you want. Shooter's a perfect film.
What happened?
What's your number 2?
All right, you got 4 brothers.
4 brothers. Another Mark Wahlberg. You got something to
is this top 5 Wahlberg movies?
What's Mark Wahlberg on here?
Is this top 5 Mark Wahlberg movies? Did I miss the memo?
The number 1 movie is
The Patriot.
The Patriot. Mel Gibson. Y'all can't lie. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Patriots a good one.
Yeah.
We need to talk about your Marvel.
If y'all don't belong together, I don't know who does.
Come on.
Don't ever leave each other.
I don't even care about the list.
Dude, that list
don't
is
ever leave.
I don't even care about the list.
Okay, let me just say this though.
Danny over here being a hype man, knowing he don't agree with not name one of these movies.
Let me say this. I don't watch a lot of movies that's got like a whole bunch of like nudity and stuff like that in it. So my list will be different from most people's lists, right? Because I try my best to watch a lot of. I guess it's not clean because it is a lot of murder, but it's not.
There's a lot of murder in the Patriots. There's a lot of murder in Four Brothers.
Let me be careful. I'm already in Facebook jail because of Morgan. So let me be careful with what I say on this platform. I am in Facebook jail because of Morgan. Morgan's little post got me put in jail. So,
I ain't even do that to you.
All right, my turn. Or more, Mike, you go ahead and go. Tiana took enough time. Go ahead, Mike.
Nah, you go. Y'all got a bid.
Did he say y'all got a bid?
Yeah, y'all.
That's what you just told us.
You just said leaving, bro.
You just told everybody he busy.
Mike,
he busy.
Mike.
This ain't
on the 50th episode. On the 50th episode, this we're gonna see a 9 o'clock.
Stupid.
This ain't in no particular order. This is very hard for me. I love movies. I love films so very much. Coming in, I got The Matrix 1.
Okay.
Next up, I got Logan.
Logan.
I got Logan.
Wolverine, Logan, yeah. Okay.
Yep. Gladiator.
Okay.
Russell Crowe, okay.
Gangs of New York.
Never seen it.
Gangs of New York.
Gangs of New York with the Butcher. He's one of my favorite villains all time. And but this one is in order. This one is in order. It does hold my number one slot.
Is it The Patriot?
It is not, ma'am. I'm
if
sorry.
You say Fast and Furious, I'm gonna be really upset with you.
It is The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Okay.
No.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
You messed the whole list up.
Absolutely not.
You messed the whole list.
Mike. This is a genuine clap, Mike.
Mike, you messed the whole list up.
No.
Dude,
you don't even get a stamp on that one. You don't even
Fellowship of the Ring is perfect. Nobody else could have played those roles. Is the perfect runtime. I have never heard of Lord of the Rings nor read the books. My friends in college came and got me while I was on a 12-hour RA shift at the front desk. They could not find me, and they finally found me out of breath and said, Michael, we're taking you to the movies because we know you are going to go love this movie. And I got things to do. They kidnapped me and took me to this movie, and I was laid back in the theater upset like this.
Sweaty.
15 minutes in, I was like this. 20 minutes in, I was like this. By the end of the movie, I was on the rail looking like this. That is the perfect fantasy film of fellowship, adventure, friendship, trials and tribulations.
Hey, you can have it. Hey, you can have it. I
will.
It's no Cinderella. It's no Cinderella.
It's definitely no Cinderella.
Was that your mom's movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated that movie. That little gremlin. It was torture. Like, ew.
I don't know what to do with. I don't know what to do with that, man.
Let me go ahead.
Let
me go ahead and drop
There's so much
let me go ahead and drop the list. Now
y'all
know how bad I wanted to put Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon on this list.
Terrible.
Okay.
Trash.
Y'all know I had it on there up until literally an hour ago.
Trash.
But my perfect
Princess Bride.
How do
you know?
Which number is the Princess Bride? Which number is it?
How do you know?
Which number?
Okay, number 5. Number 5. Jim Carrey in The Truman Show.
Oh my God!
Come on,
man. Come
on. 4.
Truman Show.
Today we celebrate our Independence Day.
Man, tag Ryan in.
Number 3.
What was the movie you said?
Right. Number 4 was Independence Day. Number 3, Princess Bride.
What did I tell y'all, Mike? What did I tell y'all, Mike?
Number 2.
What up, Ryan?
I don't see anything wrong with Princess Bride.
Princess Bride is a film.
It's trash.
I can't mute you and me at the same time. You both. Number 2.
At this point,
number 2.
You just
the
said
perfect action movie.
What was number 3?
One of the best villains.
What was number 3?
Number 3 was Princess Bride.
What was number 4?
Independence
Day.
Come on. Okay.
I got it in the chat. Number 2.
You've been muted.
Number two is Terminator 2. And number 1 is Jurassic Park.
But which Jurassic Park?
The very first one. The only one. Jurassic Park.
I can get behind JP. I can get
Ryan, you about to leave? You about to get kicked off already, man?
I know, bro. You just got here. You already about to get.
What's going on here today?
Independence Day. Jurassic Park changed the film industry.
Yeah, and it only got better as
Jurassic Park changed. I'm not necessarily saying
Jurassic Park only got better.
Standard of the film. But it changed the filming as a whole.
She said it only got better.
My sis just said it only got better, bro.
She didn't mean to say that, y'all.
She
said that with a straight face. Oh my God!
I need to come give you a hug, sis, because I swear to God, I don't know what's happening.
All of them are great.
All of them are good.
No, they're not.
No, they're not, though. They not.
Any Roland Emmerich film, Danny, they're all the damn bro.
Time out, though. You got Independence Day, the same movie.
Jeremy, no, we're not gonna do that. We don't.
You said Independence Day, like that movie ain't like hinged on the fact that a MacBook saved the world. Like a MacBook. A MacBook was able to interface with alien technology and save the world.
I'd rather have the last dragon on that list.
We're not about to downplay the impact.
There you go, Ryan.
I'd rather have the last dragon on that list.
I think War of the Worlds was better than Independence Day.
Hey,
War of the Worlds?
I think it was better than Independence Day.
Time out. The same War of the Worlds where the end of the movie was because the aliens weren't smart enough to realize they can't breathe damn air.
It wasn't about the air. It wasn't about the
air. It was the virus. It was the coronavirus. The coronavirus saved the world, bro.
Ryan saw himself out.
It was not about the air or the oxygen. It was about the viruses that were carried in the atmosphere.
Once again, we are going on under the assumption that aliens aren't smart enough to realize.
I need to hear y'all.
All right, go ahead. Ryan, you got a list, man. Go ahead, man.
I just want to say first and foremost, congratulations on 50.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good milestone.
Jeremy,
top 5. See, film buff. I was even at Mike's last night. We were discussing, reminiscing, letting people know like what's real film. You know, I just watched Gladiator.
You better come hard. You better come hard after this intro.
I just watched last night. So, but most of my films are auteur film. Probably wouldn't know anything about. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's not motherfucking Malcolm X. I'm sorry, bro.
Hey.
Malcolm X was like 3 hours long, so you know what I'm saying. I get you leaving that off.
What's wrong with Malcolm X?
Good. It's good.
I get you leaving that off. You know what I'm saying,
bruh.
5. Number 5, Life of Pi. You ever seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Number 4. 7.
Morgan
Solid.
Freeman.
Amazing.
That's why I put it on the background.
Okay. Number 3.
They ain't one on your list.
Number 3, American Beauties, minus if Kevin Spacey was okay. But number 2.
Not okay.
No, he's definitely not okay. I debated him just because of the fact, but Matrix changed my life. And number 1, Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
Shawshank.
I'm with you with everything except for American Beauty.
Beauty.
I get it. I get it, though. I get you.
It's acquired.
I got
American
you.
Beauty and Life. I mean, Life of Pi. I saw once and it was good, but I don't think I watched it a second time.
I'm the same way. Like I watched it one time, I was like, yeah, that's about enough.
That's a solid list.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'll let Morgan go last since this all originated from Morgan.
I appreciate
he's the one that brought this all together. Let's give that man some
I'm just saying,
applause.
he's a rewatchable
one.
Talking
Morgan was the one that contacted Danny, contacted me, got this whole thing running. So I'm gonna let that man go last.
It did take him 4 months to put together the first episode, though. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Because he definitely said, "Hey man, I want to do the show top 5," and then the next year he was like, "Hey man, maybe we should actually do that." Okay, all right. I've been saying yes for 4 months, but okay, cool.
Yeah, nobody asked for behind the scenes.
I'll just say it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nobody asked you that.
But that's
all right. Here we go. Number five. The Matrix. Gotta go with The Matrix. Perfect movie.
Wow.
Can't think of anything better. Number 4. This might be the only controversial one, or maybe one or two. The Professional.
That movie that ain't controversial. My shit, motherfucker.
Hey, Leon, that's the movie right there, man. Everybody was good in that role. The Professional, Leon's role, the bad guy with Gary Oldman, Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman.
Perfect runtime too. That was perfect. Anyway, number 3. This is why I was a little upset with you, Ryan. Malcolm X to me is a perfect one. Number 3.
I'm not hating. It's a Spike Lee joint. It's one of my favorite films.
Hey.
I agree.
Malcolm X.
Kyron Hush, man.
I'm glad that I'm associated with Malcolm X though. Like I'm very glad that tie is right there. Like I'm definitely.
Morgan, I love
you. Number 2.
Number
2. I'm gonna go with 7. 7 was almost as good as it gets, man. And then number 1, honestly, is a perfect movie. I watch it every time it comes on. I've seen it a million times. Shawshank Redemption, man. Perfect movie.
Standard Javon list. I like it.
Oh, standard great list. Thank you so much. That's the nicest thing you ever said to me, Danny.
Great list.
I'm used to getting applause from my list. I don't know about you. You with,
I mean, my list is always honest, but that's cool.
Oh, my list not honest?
I mean, I don't know.
What's not honest about my list, sir?
Give me 3 weeks and we'll see. Because I remember when I was talking about The Matrix, y'all was like, "This overrated," but that's cool. All right.
Now, who?
The Matrix is like Jurassic Park. They changed cinema.
Nobody said The Matrix
23 or so,
and not one person on this list.
Episode 23 or so, I was like, "Yo, The Matrix is like one of the best things ever happened."
Episode 23.
And y'all was like, "Oh man, that's overrated," and I was like, "Okay, cool, but that's cool, whatever."
Nah, you're telling a lie.
You just dreamed this up. You must be talking. You must be thinking about Kyron.
Like my grandma tell me.
Did Kyron say that to you?
I might have been talking about no. We were talking about greatest trilogies. Go back to the greatest trilogies.
Yeah, the trilogy. We talking about the one movie of the Matrix.
There's only one good Matrix film, Danny. That's one.
I like number 2 too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I like 3.
But I like number 2.
I like the last one.
There's
I
only
like
3 scenes in that film that I can stand. You need to leave.
That's what the second one.
Hey,
let me talk about the second one.
Hey, the highway scene.
The second one or the third one?
The highway scene's fire.
I don't even consider.
I like the second one.
The third one is entertaining though.
No,
I like the second one.
I like big battles, man. I like the big battle.
See,
I like Neo with
Resurrection. Great in trash. Resurrection.
Oh yeah, Resurrection was bad, man.
Okay.
That was bad.
Yeah, it was
the definitive
that
movie.
Was so bad.
The Matrix.
It didn't stick the landing at all. It did not stick the landing at all.
Hey, as long as y'all don't, as long as we don't ever
been a trilogy. To get real, it should never even.
As long as we don't ever bring up the fourth one. As long as nobody ever talk about the fourth one.
We don't talk about it.
We're good on that.
That didn't happen in my mind.
We're gonna act like that didn't happen. That's what I do. I act like it didn't happen. That way I don't have to sully the memory of the dream.
I treat it like I treat Thor: The Dark World.
Every time I come on.
All right, so I'll go ahead and do mine. I went back and forth on this on a few of them, but I settled in and I'm gonna go with it. So my number 5, Gladiator. Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix. Nobody else could have played them roles, bro. It was perfect.
I just watched it last night. It's amazing.
I could watch that movie every day. It's amazing action, incredible acting in an action movie. Like it's an amazing movie.
My wife's favorite.
Diamond Hinsu. Diamond Hinsu is the one.
Yes, Diamond Hinsu was amazing. Yeah. It's a great movie all the way around.
Bro,
number 4, The Matrix. I think not having The Matrix on your list will be crazy a little bit because that movie, like Ryan said, it changed cinema. And it also just like in the way that it got people's brains thinking, it was Star Wars-esque. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put Star Wars on only because like it's hard to pick which episode is the best one, but
not name one of them.
I don't do that.
Not one Star Wars movie.
Number 3.
That's ridiculous.
Number 3.
Not one.
Dark Knight. Christian Bale. Heath Ledger. To me, Heath Ledger is the best version of Joker. He is. I watched that movie. It's hard for me to rewatch movies, and I watched that movie. I know I've seen that movie over 20 times.
That movie's not perfect, sir. That movie's
I never get. What's not perfect about it?
He's not perfect. That movie should have been on your list because
you could be a better
movie called Batman. And Batman trash in it.
Huh? What you say?
Exactly.
Wait, what was that?
What you say?
Batman was the worst part of that movie.
Is really Joker's movie, misnamed, and Batman is trash in it.
He's not trash, bro.
Oh my God! Tell me something. The man does no detective work.
Okay, it could be
what he had to break. He did do detective work. He used sonar to.
He sound like Triple H with a sore throat. That's what he sounds like.
Using every camera in the city is not detective work, sir. That's not detective work.
It's spying it's spying.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why it's not perfect. Everything you can say, everything else is great, but the fact of the matter is the ending hinges on the fact that Batman is not supposed to kill, and then he murders Two-Face,
killed Harvey,
and then he turns around and acts like he didn't do it.
Did he?
He's like, "Oh, put it on me." Like, no, dude, you did. What you mean? Put it on you? You did.
I don't know if
Let me be the vigilante.
I told you that's Triple H. That's Triple H that need a Lawson jail. That's what he sounds like.
I don't know what to do.
I went back and watched some of that movies. That dude's fighting is terrible. This is what he walked up to Bane and did.
Yeah. Hey, he blocked that joint though. And he was like, Bill, and he elbowed that boy in his mouth. I'm just saying, bro.
Morgan.
Hey,
Morgan.
Your elbows are very.
Hey, listen.
Not in that movie. If Heath Ledger was filmed,
I'm gonna let you get a mulligan, man. You can choose another boy. Don't take that one off.
It would not be what it is. It would not be what it is.
It's terrible, man.
But if that's what you like, that's what you like.
If that's what you want, that is not a perfect movie, man. That ain't even a perfect comic book movie. I can think of like 3 others that
I was gonna put Logan. I was gonna put Logan there, but I didn't.
I wouldn't put Logan, but
again,
why wouldn't you put Logan?
Number two.
Pause. Why wouldn't you put Logan?
He said, Javon, explain that. Explain that.
Man, I think Logan's overrated.
Put the belt on, man.
I'll turn up on you right now. This ain't no game.
Hey, let's do it. Hey, Logan is overrated, man. Logan's overrated.
Oh my God.
Logan's overrated.
It's overrated.
I'm exiting.
You can exit. Y'all can leave. And not leave, and you'll leave on me making my point. That's overrated. It's as overrated as The Dark Knight is.
This is how good Logan is. I am an adamant MCU fan. I love everything MCU is putting out. I'm just there. I can't stand what Fox has done to the X-Men universe. Logan is a movie Fox does not deserve. That is an amazing performance. I
didn't say it wasn't good. I just said it's overrated. I said it's overrated. That's what I said.
It is overrated. It's rated right.
It is overrated.
Logan made every other X-Men film worth having. Literally,
you lying through your teeth.
For us to have Wolverine, for us to have the journey of Wolverine and end with Logan. It made it worth it.
No, it didn't. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Not. Go back and watch that first X-Men movie. Go back and watch that first X-Men. Can you watch X-Men: The Last Stand? No.
I'm saying at the time they weren't. I'm saying at the time they weren't all that bad.
No, it doesn't retroactively make the movie good, guys. Like, stop. Like, come on, man.
Logan is good. We're not talking about the
No. He said it makes it. He said Logan makes it work. Oh, dude.
We straight overtook Morgan's list.
Go ahead, Morgan.
My bad. Go ahead. Finish up.
Morgan. Number 2.
You put trash like Dark Knight.
Number 2. Top Gun Maverick. Perfect action film. Perfect action film. There is nothing at all that could have been.
Listen. This is. Can I say something?
That could have been done better in that movie. Movie is perfect. They tied up strings.
I still
the
need
action literally makes you sit at the edge of your. The action literally.
Can I say something? This is a perfect list, and this is a perfect number 1 for Morgan. As a 50th episode, this is a perfect number 1. Morgan is the king of recency bias. Whatever happened this week or last week is the greatest thing ever.
So you haven't seen Top Gun.
This is the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest thing ever. I don't care.
Morgan, I started off with 20 movies and I had to narrow them down to my 5. Top Gun.
Maverick was on his list. Maverick was on his list.
But he ain't put it on. But you ain't put it on your list.
That you gave me, Top Gun.
You ain't put it on your list though.
Because I had to speak to me. And Top Gun speaks to him.
I'm just saying.
Top Gun Maverick is perfect. Top Gun Maverick is the example of an action film that every other action film should follow. It's that good. It is.
I'll put
it's
in
a class of its own.
And I ain't even seen it yet.
That's your own mistake, sir. It is a perfect
mistake.
What's number 1,
Tom Cruise talks a lot.
You said that's number 1.
No, I did not. That is number 2. That was number 2.
What's number 1?
Number 1. Alien. Change movies. 1979. Right. There are no plot holes. There are no issues with that movie whatsoever at all. I can watch. It is 2022, and I can watch Alien right now, and it will still be just as fantastic as it was the first time. That movie will never get old.
I can't argue that
for
hard.
Special effects. For special effects,
have you seen Alien?
Here.
Yeah, Alien's solid.
I'll put Aliens 2 over Alien though. Real talk. I'll put Aliens 2. I think Aliens 2 is way better.
Nah, Aliens 2 had 20 crap in it.
Terminator.
It had
2.
Terminator 2 was close for me. Terminator 2 was close to me, and Shawshank Redemption was close. The only reason Shawshank was not where Dark Knight is because it's been too long since I've seen it, so I didn't want Danny to be like, "Oh, my list is true." So I didn't want him to say that. So
he still did it anyway.
No, I didn't.
He still did it anyway.
I did not put Shawshank on there for that reason. I didn't.
That's because Danny ain't got no taste, man. Danny ain't got no taste.
I'm gonna say this, gentlemen. Y'all got good taste. Mine is motherfucking Instat. But y'all all got good taste. Because I like the truth.
I'm about to piss y'all off.
All right, go ahead. Here we go. Where my bandana at?
Get your bandana.
Let me pull my number up and protect me from whatever's coming. I don't know what's coming, but I'm gonna pull it up.
And again, I had to be honest with myself based off what I like. If this movie didn't have this one scene in there done wrong by choosing the wrong actor for it,
it
would have been in.
It
would have been in my top 5 without a doubt.
What movie?
Man of Steel.
Yes! I knew it was coming.
Man of Steel.
I knew it.
All right, here we go. Hold on.
That one scene where Clark is arguing with his father as a grown ass man, and he's supposed to be 16 years old. I would get your gun, baby.
All right. Here we go. Let's go over the multiple reasons why Man of Steel.
On this one, motherfucker.
Let's go over the many reasons why Man of Steel is hot garbage. All right, let's talk about the Man of Steel is hot garbage. All right. Let's talk about how Man of Steel is hot garbage. Can we talk about how Man of Steel? You want to talk about how Man of Steel is hot garbage? Ain't even a good Superman movie. Like real talk, it's not a good movie. Then why the hell is this Superman?
It's not a Superman movie.
Superman. It is the creation of
That's
Superman.
the first thing y'all motherfuckers gotta get out your head. Not a Superman movie. That's what.
So that's like saying, hold on, time out.
That's why it's called Man of Steel.
It's not
why the movie is called Man of Steel.
Do they call him Superman in the movie? Does he wear does he wear the S? Does he wear the S in the cape?
And that's why
does he wear the S in the cape?
Of course they call him Superman in the movie, but that's why it goes over your head because it's the creation of Superman. He is not Superman by the end of that movie because he has to earn it. He has to create it.
Yeah. Danny left
the birth of him.
The goddamn numbers.
Danny!
Y'all listen. We have a Superman movie in which his dad tells him to let a bus full of kids die. All right, like right then and there, that you automatically it's a wrap.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
It's a wrap.
That's not a dad from the 1950s or 40s. We're talking about a dad that raised their child in the 90s, in the 2000 era. They parents.
No,
today,
it's not the 90s. It wouldn't be the 90s.
Can I finish? Skip.
It wouldn't be the 90s.
Can I finish?
You call me Skip?
Oh my god. Oh god.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead, Shannon. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Hey,
I would say this has been
oh my
wonderful
god.
show.
Oh
hey,
my
goodness. Go play my Kickstarter.
Oh my gosh.
So
go ahead with this inanity.
We can disagree on it. That's fine. But this is what when that is brought up in the argument to me, the parentage in the 50s and 40s is different from being a parent now. And I had to be a parent now to understand that. It sucks to say this, but in the reality, he doesn't care about nobody else's kid but his own. They find out what Clark is. That's his kid. His kid is gone. His kid is taken into 17 miles underground, experimented on, locked up, not being let go. His only concern is the protection of his child because he is raising a child in a different era from the 50s. This is our permanent. I can't remember what the damn word is, but in the Clark Kent and the Ma and Pa Kent from the comics that found him and put him in the barn and all that stuff from the 40s. That's a different mentality of growing up and keeping your kid together and protecting them in today's era.
Yes, man, it's the current time. There's a motherfucking IHOP in it, Javon. Damn.
Yes, in current it's the actual movie. The flashbacks aren't in our current time. What you talking about?
No,
he's a kid.
In our current
He's
time.
growing up in the 90s.
Man,
he didn't grow up in the 90s. That nigga's 40.
Up in our era.
When that movie came out, he was like 40. What are you talking about?
What? Dude, no, he was not.
How old is that dude?
He is not fucking 40. He grew up.
Are we talking about Cavill?
Henry Cavill?
How old is Cavill?
Cavill is 33 motherfucking years old, bro.
Oh snap!
I didn't know he was old. I thought he was old I thought he was old like Chadwick Boseman was old. Chadwick Boseman was old too, but we thought that dude was like 30. Chadwick was like 40 something when he died.
Hey, we don't invoke Chadwick without tremendous respect.
We can talk about the man. What?
No, you will not.
Shut up. Like I was saying, we talking about we don't invoke the name of Chadwick Boseman. You have respect. Anyway, the whole point. Hold on.
Thank you.
Hey, Ryan.
You done made Ryan tap out, bro.
I didn't even do that.
Pledge to Emerald Quest. If anybody pledge to Emerald Quest, FSA Co. Now, do it. Get on it. Go. Thank you. Bye.
By the way, Ryan gonna be on my show in August. Just want y'all to know.
25th.
We about to burn that. We gonna burn that down, man. We gonna burn that.
He might have his art book by then too, because he's working on that through Freestyle Comics. Oh,
okay,
all right.
There you go.
Later, y'all.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
So this is what I'm gonna say about Superman. All right. Mm-hmm. On top of the fact that the character of Superman has to be selfless, right? Okay. Can we agree on that? He has to be selfless. Uh-huh. How is he getting that message when his dad is saying, "Man, you probably could have let them kids die"? Like that's not going to raise a selfless Superman. Like that's not going to get him to that point.
Just because
that's not.
I hear you. He is supposed to be selfless, but just because that original path that got him to be selfless came from his dad, that doesn't mean that there's not another path to get there. Zack Snyder had a whole scheme of 3 movies.
What path? Oh, don't talk to me about Zack Snyder, man.
Oh, come on, man.
He don't understand Superman. That dude is number one. He hates the characters. He hates the characters.
I hate the character too.
I've never heard Zack Snyder say
who is Facebook user? Who is Facebook user?
Where?
Javon is so black and white, and sometimes it's self-righteous. Who is that?
I don't know, bro. Ask him.
I don't know.
I just said, who is Facebook?
I have never heard Zack Snyder say that he hates Superman.
It's not about not about him what he's saying. It's about how Nadia.
But you're saying Zack Snyder hates Superman.
I'm saying he's projecting him and the character he's showing on the screen is not the character of Superman that we know. Like if you took the S off it, hold on. Listen to me. Even in Batman versus Superman, he wasn't acting like Superman.
Because that wasn't the Superman movie.
How many damn movies we need,
dude? If the
the
studio comes over and wrangles your shit and tells you this is what you're gonna make, that messed up his whole plan. He had 3 Superman movies that would have led to the Superman we wanted. Everybody bitched and complained about a Superman that they could relate to, that was grounded in reality, that had feelings, that like a human. And then he gives you that, and you still don't like it.
I'm saying they bitched and complained because what he gave them was not Superman.
Because Superman hasn't been created yet. That's the point.
Bro, you don't need 3 movies to create a character, dude. You don't.
Did Marvel need 20 movies to make Infinity War?
They sure did.
All of them. Hold on. Time out. All those characters had already. No. Let me answer. You asked me a question. I want to answer your question. They didn't need 20 movies to establish who the hell the Avengers were. We knew who Iron Man was at the end of Iron Man 1. We knew who Captain America was at the end of Captain America. We knew who the hell Thor was at the end of Thor. I could keep going.
Is Thor the same character he was at the end of Thor 1?
There's an evolution of the character, but he was still
absolutely
Thor.
So there's an evolution.
Hold on. When you watch Thor #1 at the end of the movie, what did you go? Yeah, that was Thor. Or did you go, man, I gotta wait for episode 2 so I can find he can be fully formed Thor? No, dude, it was Thor.
No, Superman and Thor are two different characters.
Captain America.
Superman has already had a series of movies where Superman was Superman. They started off a brand new franchise. Just because you're not a fan of the path that he was taking doesn't mean that was the incorrect path.
I'm saying, how many movies do you need to establish a character to become Superman? Like, to me, that's lazy. It's a lazy thing. That's lazy. That's super lazy.
How is that?
That's trying to have your cake and eat it too. Let me have this dude
in our time and making that lazy, giving him challenges, making him think about humanity as a whole, and humanity is on this earth.
I don't have a problem with any of that, but if the character is not the character of Superman, it's all for naught.
I feel like the character was Superman, and he was in development that we want to be.
I would say that they didn't agree with you. Warner Brothers didn't agree. Clearly, if they had to come in and say something,
Warner Brothers don't know what they want. They listen to fans with loud ass mouths.
Yeah, but if you think, hold on, time out. Do you think that if Man of Steel had Superman actually act like Superman, that it would have been? Hold on. Do you think that it wouldn't have been receptive?
Nope.
It wouldn't. Why?
Because they gave you that in Superman Returns. They gave you that.
That's not what they gave you.
Yes, Stop it. That boy played Christopher Reeves, picture for picture, frame for frame.
But the story was terrible, though. The story was terrible.
But it was the Christopher Reeves that you wanted.
But nobody. Okay, time out. Nobody came out. Hold on.
He did everything that everybody complained about.
Mike. Nobody came out of that movie. Nobody came out of that movie going, that dude ain't act like Superman. They came out going, that movie was trash. Nobody questioned the character. Nobody questioned the character on how he was portrayed. No arguing between Mike and Javon. I want them to work. Man, that's gonna happen regardless, man. Y'all, listen. Let me say this before we continue on this conversation.
We're not arguing.
All this is just entertainment. This is all entertainment, yo. If y'all haven't figured it out by now, I love these brothers. Like, I love these brothers.
Yeah, I whatever way Jamon is characterizing this is great, and you know, and I appreciate it. It's not entertainment for me. I mean it. If you hear me call anybody an idiot, I meant that.
I mean at the time, but we don't take it personally. If I say that's the dumbest damn list you done ever heard, I mean that. But I mean it with love.
Dumb bastard, I meant what I said. You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't mean it, then I would come back and correct it and say, you know what, I didn't mean to call you a dumb bastard. I meant to call you a stupid bastard.
Listen, man.
You know
this is none of this is taken personal for me.
No, it is
he
not.
Ain't insulting me. He ain't insulting. I mean, he can give me an insult. He ain't talking about my family
either. This is I just feel like this is passionate.
Right.
It's
I'm gonna turn the pause button off
about a lame character.
I'm gonna turn the pause off. But Man of Steel, you don't need 3 movies to make Superman. You don't need 3 movies to make Superman to at least establish his personality correctly.
I mean, we don't need any Superman movies, to be honest, but you know.
I mean, I like Superman. I'm still waiting for them to make a good one. I'm sorry, he's been trash in 3 straight movies.
I like Cavill and Superman.
I think Cavill could be a good Superman if they didn't give him 3 trash movies.
He is a good Superman.
Movies to develop.
He literally currently is.
Works.
Once again, establishing a character and then evolving the character are 2 different things.
Hey,
I'll give you a perfect example. The Captain America. The Captain America that started in the first Avenger is not the same Captain America that was in Endgame. But at no point did you go, man, that's out of character for Captain America. Now, in Man of Steel to Justice League, there are many a time that I was like, man, he ain't acting like Superman there.
And hey, that's cool. I appreciate that. Captain America has no point of reference of other TV shows or movies to base that off of.
That's not true, man. Don't do that.
Please don't go to that 19.
There have been cartoons. There have been cartoons with Captain America, and it's a TV show. Did it come on TV?
Series, man. Did it come on TV? I'm talking about live action TV and live action movies.
How much point of reference do you need?
You have the point of reference to do it.
Iron Man never had a live action version either, but
no, he didn't. But
they got it right the first time.
Drunk millionaire when Tony Stark is being played by what's his name? Because he's a drunk millionaire.
They got it right. Thor.
They didn't get Thor.
Ant-Man. They didn't get Thor right.
They didn't
in the first Thor movie. The first
if they got Thor right, they would have changed Thor.
They didn't change Thor. They just made him more. He's the same character.
No, he's not. Thor is not
they just made him a little funnier.
They made him way funnier. They made him a comedic joke. And I hate to say that because I do love it, but it's not the same character.
Talk about who is Marvel's true big 3.
What?
That would be
Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Hulk.
Let me say this.
Man, my brain just hurt.
Let me say this. All right. Let me say this swiftly about Love and Thunder because it was trashity trash. I've been waiting to get.
Here we go.
I've been waiting to let these bullets fly for a while now. Okay, and I've been holding it in. I've been holding it in. I really have, and I'm done. Listen,
make it under 2 minutes.
No, I will not. If you have not seen Love and Thunder, don't. There's no reason for you to spend your hard-earned money.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that, yo.
There's nobody does. Okay, fine. If you want to waste $20, do it. I have, it's not my money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not cash apping you. I'm not cash apping you or PayPaling you to go see that movie. Is what I'm saying. So you know what I mean. You do what you want. If you want to go watch it, fine. I'm just telling you. I mean, if you know about Gore the God Butcher, right? If you look any lore about that character whatsoever, and then you go watch this movie, if you shot holes in the movie screen, I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Gore acted like Gore. Like,
don't shoot people, but you know what I'm saying. But if you shoot the movie screen, I get it. It makes perfect sense because they literally wasted a great character. They wasted it was no reason to have Gore in the movie at all in the way that they did it. What? How do you pronounce his name? Taiki? Is it? How do you pronounce his name? I don't want to say it wrong. The director. Taika. So Taika is a great director, right? But for this movie, at least, no, he should not have been the director because you knew he was going to make it into a comedy fest. And if you have Gore the God Butcher in it, it can't be a freaking comedy fest. That's like having it show up. That's like having Pennywise show up and everything's funny. Like or Michael Myers is on there and he's supposed to be stabbing people, but when he stabs them, it turns into bubbles. Like it's ridiculous to even do that. This dude should have been slaying God.
Exaggeration.
No, he should have been slaying gods. His name is literally Gore the God Butcher, and we saw one slain God. One.
There were a lot of slain gods.
I only saw the one that was laying in the middle of the thing when him and Korg were there. Who were the other ones?
Hey, I just reread the Gore story. He only killed like one in the whole comic book. Everything else was implied.
Well, they should have implied harder then. How about that?
They did.
They wasted that character completely. It was lame, and it was more lame because everything was a freaking joke in a movie.
I digress. Everything was not a joke. If you pay attention to Thor's journey in the MCU, especially when they decided to change Thor's character to be more comedic, and then you watch this movie, Thor's comedic value and the way that he is acting is an outer shell to hide his feelings for all the depression and loss that he has, and that is unveiled the more his feelings become genuine and he discovers them or rediscovers them for Jane, and the movie begins more serious towards the middle end of it because he's literally going through a transition of emotions and feelings. And if you did not see that, you're heartless.
Did Marvel write that, or did you just come up with that literally just now off the top of your head?
I came up with it while watching the movie because that's what they gave me.
Man, stop it. They wasted Gore. They wasted you know what I'm saying? They wasted both characters. Go ahead, Javon. I'm sorry. You raised your hand. I apologize.
All right. So I done said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I didn't say it on this show, but I'm gonna say it again. I think Thor: Love and Thunder was entertaining. It was entertaining. I was entertained, number one. And so if the point of a movie is to entertain me, it already checked that off. Now, do I agree with Morgan that Gore should have changed the tenor of the movie? I kind of agree because there were almost two shifts in tones. Like, and Mike actually, hinted at this. Like, whenever Gore showed up, ish got real. Like, the jokes kind of stopped and everybody kind of took it a little serious. And as the movie went on, like the majority of the end of the movie is pretty serious for the most part. I do think now the one criticism I'll give the movie is that a lot of the jokes did undercut some of the urgency, right? I give you an example, like, and once again, I'm gonna spoil some stuff. So if you ain't seen it, sorry. There's a part where the kids are talking to Thor and he's trying to reassure them and let them know he's coming to save them, and like Valkyrie is like effing with his nose, and I'm just like, what is the point of that in the movie other than to undercut another dramatic scene? Like, that was my only issue, and it happened a few times. But overall, I was entertained. I do think if you're going to use Gore the God Butcher, like I said, the tenor of the movie probably needed to be a little more solemn. But I knew after Ragnarok that Taika was going to lean into the comedy, so I kind of went in expecting that. But I wouldn't say it was trash. It was better than Thor: The Dark World. It was better than,
I will give you that.
It was better than, honestly, it was better than The Incredible Hulk. Like, there are other MCU movies that it was better than. But last thing I'll say is, before this phase, a lot of people complained, and I said this before, a lot of people complained that Marvel's they got a formula. They got a formula. Huh?
No, I'm about to cheer you on. Go ahead and say it.
Everybody, Marvel's got a formula. Marvel's got a formula. In this phase, Marvel said, screw the formula. Directors, y'all go make the movie. And now people are like, well, I want the formula again. And I'm like, y'all got to figure out what y'all want. Like, people got to figure out what you want. If you want the directors to have more of a say, then cool. You're going to get Thor, Love and Thunder. You're going to get in the Multiverse of Madness. You're going to get even Black Widow went against the formula. Every movie that's come out, every TV show that has come out in this phase has basically said, screw the formula. We're going to do something different. And now people complaining.
Yes, they have.
Y'all need to figure out what y'all want to do.
And also, I would also add on there with some scrambled eggs. Stop expecting Endgame. Endgame took 10 years to get to, 20 movies to build up to, and half those characters aren't in the MCU anymore. They're either retired or dead, and now they're introducing a load more characters because they have bigger things that are coming to affect this world. We haven't even got to the X-Men or Fantastic Four yet, and there are already strings leading to Secret War, to the Thunderbolts,
Young Avengers,
the multiverse, all types of stuff. And y'all are complaining that these aren't connected. Do you realize you're getting literal comic books? WandaVision is a 9-part comic book. Captain Falcon and and Winter Soldier is a 6-part comic book. Thor: Love and Thunder is an annual. Multiverse of Madness is an annual. You're getting comic books. And this is how comic books work. And phase 1 of Marvel wasn't connected. It had one scene at the end of the credits that said, hey, we're making an Avengers team. Half of y'all didn't even know what that was until we told y'all. And we didn't even know what the threat was until the end of Avengers 1. And then phase 2 still didn't connect any of that stuff. It was still all over the place. And we didn't see Thanos again to the end of Avengers 2. I don't think y'all memory captures on right. That's why new nerds need to calm down.
I'm gonna say what can I put something on that? Can I put something on that? I'm gonna put something on that. And then you also have to take into effect that, like, I'm so tired of talking about this. These people getting on my damn nerves. You got to take into account that they have to, like you said, they have to do a new generation of heroes because all the other ones are getting old. So they got to replenish, right? And we're all looking at our phases 1, 2, and 3 through rose-colored glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember people complaining about Ant-Man.
Yep.
I vividly remember people complaining about Ant-Man. I remember people complaining about Ant-Man and the Wasp. I remember people complaining about Iron Man 2. We just talked about Thor: The Dark World. Iron Man 3. They have literally
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. I literally just talked about that. So we are looking at, oh man, phase 1, 2, and 3 were better. Listen, guys, it wasn't as good or bad as you think it was. That's all I'm saying. But I'm good.
And I watch these films all the time.
By the way, Age of Ultron is better. Age of Ultron is better than y'all want to give it credit for.
It is.
I don't mean y'all. I mean people out there.
In general. And Marvel's at the point right now. Everything that they make does not have to be a home run. You realize they making base hits, doubles. Like as long as
they're making good movies.
As long as they're getting around the bases, they're good. They're trying
entertaining movies.
Yeah, they are entertaining movies. They're trying to get these characters set up for these crazy, ridiculous things. I have been a person to say verbatim, it is going to take a lot to give me the feeling and emotions that I got in Avengers Endgame. It's going to take a lot. So you think that this is about to go in here wet willy and just say, oh, here's Avengers 6 after a year after Endgame and just give us like some little level C villain for them to fight? No, we are building back up to this thing. These heroes are going to cross over into their movies, into TV shows and stuff. They're going to get familiar with each other. And in the background, we're still building up all these things. We don't even know what the threat is yet. And we don't
I think I do.
What do you think it is?
I think it's either one of two things. It's either Kang or Dr. Doom.
I would lean more towards Doctor Doom because apparently Kang. Well, we already know this. Kang is in Ant-Man 3, but I just found out the other day MODOK is going to be his number 2 in Ant-Man.
Mm. But that so Morgan, let me ask this question: do you not like it because it was too much comedy, or do you not like it because you don't like how they handle gore?
I feel maybe it's because I'm a writer. I feel like I've said this before on this show. To me, a story is only as good as its antagonist or villain. Mm-hmm. You have a great antagonist and villain in Gore that you're bringing into the story, and you wasted him in the tenor of the way that you did the film. I understand what you guys are saying about the fact that they did change moods when he was on screen and stuff like that. But to me, I'm not saying the whole movie needed to be melancholy, right? Mm-hmm. But I think they could have done better. There could have been a better balance to when he was on screen and trying to put things around him. And I feel like they wasted Jane too. You know what I'm saying? Because she had a moment as Mighty Thor, and then, now she's in Valhalla, but
yeah, but we don't know if it's over for her though.
They
about to make another one.
I hope not, because if this is it, then it makes me even more upset. I just hate to see a character that great be used in the manner that he was used, and I feel like the comedy to gritty balance was just wrong, and I think that's what annoys me so much. The movie itself, I
would have made one change to
Marvel movie. I don't go into every Marvel movie expecting a home run. I do not. I don't set myself up for that.
Oh well,
I honestly wasn't going to go see this.
Those comments aren't for you. Those comments are for the general complaints that we see.
Yeah, no,
that wasn't directed at you.
But no, I'm just saying in response, it's a good point. But I'm just saying, like, for me responding to that. Yeah, I'm not looking for every movie to be a home run, but if it was a villain that's a good villain, but is just not. I'm trying to think of a way to.
I will say this though, if I found out later on that Taika wanted the other gods to be the villains and Marvel wanted Gore, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, they did. The only thing Marvel told Taika is that he had to keep it under 2 hours, and Taika has already said there's a lot of stuff that they did with Gore that they had to leave on the cutting room floor to keep it under 2 hours. That is the only.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
I will say that the idea that Javon just presented, if they had went deeper into the Zeus thing and the other gods, I think that would have worked way better.
It looked like that's what they're about to do, though.
I think that would have worked way better. Like, that would have been, I would have enjoyed that more just because of. I think my biggest gripe definitely is the use of Gore. You know,
can I tell you? I think I would have fixed that. I think I could not change the rest of the movie and fix that with one move. I would have had Gore show up when they were at that big thing with all the gods, and attack the gods and start taking out some of the gods. Yes, I think that would change your entire mindset.
It would help. It would help a lot because, again,
you just want to see people die.
No, it's remember what were we talking about the other day? We were talking about something in the thread. Talking about the difference between Ultron and
I forgot.
Zemo. I'm not saying Zemo wasn't a good villain, but I did not feel his presence in that movie, acting wise, writing wise. Well, writing wise, of course, but acting wise, I didn't feel his presence the way that I did Ultron. Nor did I feel like he was. And I get your point. It was a good point that he wasn't supposed to be a threat. If he's gonna be a threat to the world, he's a threat to the world because of him breaking up the Avengers. But that wasn't his goal. His goal was just to get back at them. I get it. Because there's levels to stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I give that credence. But to me, one of the biggest reasons that Ultron was such a great villain is because I did have that feeling of, bruh, if this dude get, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's two different villains, though. That's two different types of villains.
That's what I just acknowledged.
Right. I'm just saying.
So that's what I just acknowledged. But to me, I can't put Zemo in the top 3 villains, Marvel villains. There's no way. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't feel his presence enough in the movie to do that. I think the effects, because we had Civil War, what I mean? Like I guess you can give that credence, but I almost didn't even feel like Zemo was the reason for that. Like I know he is technically because they put him in a thing and all that, but I don't feel like there was a direct like I was just watching Iron Man 1 the other day. I would have rather you know what I'm saying? Like I mean Zemo had a dope plot, but Obadiah I liked Obadiah as a villain. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I do think that there is I think there's like a whiplash, right? Like Marvel is so big and has been so successful that they reached a point where people want to hate, and people are like, I'm just going to hate on Marvel because it's successful. Like that's where we are right now, and that's why I say people are spoiled as hell. Like think about this year. In this year alone, we done had Thor. We done had Spider-Man movie with 3 Spider-Man. We done had Multiverse of Madness where we got freaking the Illuminati. We done had Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, and what was the other Marvel show that came out this year?
Moon Knight and Miss Marvel.
I mean, we got everything this year.
No, WandaVision wasn't this year.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was last year, bro.
No, it was last year.
WandaVision was like Hawkeye came out. Was it Hawkeye?
Yeah.
The train hasn't stopped, so I mean, I've just been
right. But that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I grew up with. It's funny. I was just watching Batman Returns on the TV with Batman just straight murdering people, and we have so much Marvel has given us such quality that we are now used to it and accustomed to it. And just like you said, everybody got that feeling from Endgame, and they're like, man, I need that every time I watch a Marvel movie. And it's friggin' impossible to deliver that. It's impossible.
Yeah, because it's a huge buildup.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Instead of hey, let me enjoy this movie for what it is. I like Black Widow. Real talk. I like Black Widow. I thought it was really entertaining. Yeah, but people are like, oh man, it was mid. People calling Thor.
I like Black Widow because I didn't want that story, and they still gave me that story, and it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It still made me happy because I just didn't want to go back into her past. I thought we established that, but they went back in the past, and I was like, oh, okay, this is different. This is it was good.
Yeah, and that's what they keep doing. They keep giving us good stuff. It might not be Endgame, but they're all good movies.
Yeah,
I can't think of one bad movie Marvel has made in the last the last bad movie they've made, in my opinion, was what, Thor 2? And even that was entertaining.
That's what that's what I'm saying. Marvel's movies and TV shows are still entertaining. I can tell you out the gate comic movies I hate that have just been bad, that have not been entertaining, that aren't entertaining and don't pay any respect to the lore, or
Batman versus Superman,
or goes completely in different directions and things like that. But I can't tell you, I can't sit here and tell you there's a Marvel movie I hate, because it's not.
I still watch. I pretty much watch all of them. If it come on and I ain't doing nothing,
I'm watching them, because all of them aren't meant to be home runs. They are meant to get us to the next inning. Captain America isn't good. I don't like Captain America. I enjoy it. It's not anywhere in my top list. No, Captain America is not. But after I watched Captain America 2 I've seen more of these Avengers movies. I see Captain America 3. Bam, I appreciate Captain America more now.
I love
Marvel. The advantage the advantage that Marvel has, and we've talked about this ad nauseum in the past. The advantage that Marvel has that's going to make you go see those movies is the fact that it is a continuous story. You know what I'm saying? Everything's building. You know what I'm saying? That's the advantage they have. Whereas DC is just going to regurgitate whatever they want, and people are going to go see it because of the DC fans. It's not because there's anything in continuity, not because they connect the movies. It's just like, hey, you like Batman? We're gonna give you a new Batman this year, yay! You know what I'm saying? And then all these fans go, yay!
Prime example. They've got the successful Batman video game franchise, and instead of making a Justice League video game, they're making a Suicide Squad video game off of a failed movie property. Although I did like the second version very much so, but
I did.
Nobody wants to play the Squad. People want to play the Justice League.
But they, like I said, I don't know who it is at DC that's pulling strings, but they should pray for a Kevin Feige clone. Because
I think they do it by committee. Like they're not. It's not. From my understanding, from my understanding that before it was by committee, but I guess now they hired like one person. Who the hell that person is, I don't know. But like DC's problem for me, Warner Brothers' problem for me has always been I feel like they don't like that their characters are superheroes, which is why they keep throwing out Batman movies. Like I feel like they're ashamed of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up now.
You
want to say some words, man? For 50, you want to say some words, Morgan? Yeah, man.
I want everybody to back this Kickstarter. Let me put that up one more time before we get out of here.
Blank.
Who said freaking? Come on, bro.
Hey! No this. Blank Man slander around me, man. I love Blank Man.
Top. It's a perfect movie.
Perfect.
Cut it out.
Perfectly.
Pledge.
Yeah, I saw Javon's, but I.
Oh yeah, I told you I told you I was going to do it.
It don't matter, bro. Do you see? I put a list out.
Man, no one cares.
I can have Mike put
it. Wait. I got you.
People care.
Congratulations.
People care.
Congratulations.
It work. See, it don't work. If it work for you, it don't work for you though. You see what I'm saying? You see how that? I'm just saying.
What you talking about? This man is giggling right now.
Yeah, there was something funny that happened in the background. It was something that happened funny in the background.
Something funny going on right now.
Please, everybody, if you have, I don't understand how we're not already fully funded, aside from needing to cost people. But the project is fire and the artwork is amazing. I didn't even know you had all this artwork, to be honest with you, bro. This right here, bro, that is close to Mark. Man, you know how much I love Marcus's art, and that crap is. This is fire. Like both of them joints is fire. I saw your joint in here. I saw Ryan's joint in here. Like this is, and I'm not just saying it because Lumberjacks and Ace Blade gonna be in there, and they're dope characters that just happen to be in another dope universe. But I'm not just saying it for that reason. But and look at all the freaking books that. Man, my boy be putting out freaking work. Do you see all of these books, all of these titles that you can go get literally right now? Like it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? FSK is doing their thing.
Wait, are those digital copies?
We're offering us physical copies on the campaign.
Okay.
And it's that. Do you see how many books that is? It's insane. You know what I'm saying? Like anyway, we got to get this joint fully funded. And we know how Kickstarters are. We know it's a grind. Thank everybody so much for clicking on it, looking at it. Make sure you share it, please, because that's always the hardest part. Past getting back, coming back to us. I am very, very happy that things came together in the way that I envisioned them. The 4 months before, since Danny had to, throw out stuff. I'm happy and proud that we've been able to get to 50. There's been a lot of madness in between, you know what I'm saying, to get into 50 episodes, and I'm definitely excited about the future of the show. Hopefully, one way or the other, we're gonna find a way about a 100th show to be like in person, like our first in person joint. You know,
it's gonna be sooner than you think. It's gonna be sooner. I promise.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Hey man, I was broke, dude. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I understand, bro. I promise. It
won't it's not cheap to fly to North Carolina.
I about to say you didn't see us offer to fly up there, so I get it.
It's not cheap to do that either.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I had all the stuff with Little Man, and trying to do
COVID, everything, dude. It's
had COVID. I did 2 shows while Rona was punching me in the head. So it's been an awesome journey. I definitely look forward to the show and where it's going. Like having people, we have people come to at the con. What I'm saying they had seen the show before, and I'm like, man, that's amazing. People when they get feedback love it. So we can only go up. And I'm definitely looking forward to that journey. So thank Big Bro Mike for coming through.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, we appreciate. Listen, everybody who's ever come on this show, has ever given their opinion, who's ever posted in the chat, who's ever had their product up here, we appreciate y'all, man. We loved all your input. We enjoy entertaining y'all when y'all come on here, for one way or another. But I gotta say once again, I appreciate Danny and Morgan. Y'all, seriously, I've never met these gentlemen outside of social media and this show. But they brothers to me now. It's almost a year. We got 2 more episodes and it'll be an anniversary, which is crazy. So I, like you said, I got people here that be like, man, I watch this show and I be laughing. So appreciate you guys, and I can't wait to see what the next 50 look like. Because trust me, guys, we got a lot of ideas for lists that we ain't even scratched the surface for. We be throwing them out in the thread and they get lost.
Yeah,
like legitimately, they legit get lost.
Or joints that people suggest that we haven't even thought about. You know what I'm saying? So
we ain't gonna run out no time soon.
Nah, I mean that definitely not. And I mean, and past that, like some of the lists that we've already done are really good, and you could go back to them and just cover a specific time period to make it even harder. You know what I mean? So I mean, there are so many lists like that I've had suggested. My baby girl suggested list. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely looking forward to doing them lists, man. And having people come through. Thank you to Rock for coming through tonight. You know what I'm saying? My sis Tiana. I was glad to see her show up on the show. Mike, of course. Every time Mike has time to come through.
Mike, damn near honorary host, man.
Yeah, hey, at all times. You know what I'm saying? My bro Brian Lambert coming through, trying to explain that it's and Rippaverse situation. He just wanted to go off about that, bro. Like he was really on one and waiting on that moment. So,
I could have went off a little bit more, but I had to hold that back.
I had to let y'all have that, bro. Because if I'm ignorant on it, if I'm completely ignorant on it, I ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean? So,
I got to dip out. So before I go,
thank y'all so much.
I'm gonna be at Springfield Comic-Con this Saturday from 10 to 4, Springfield, Massachusetts. The week after that, I'm gonna be at Terrificon at Mohegan Sun, and then 2 weeks after that, I'm gonna be at Fan Expo Boston. So if you around them areas, come say hi.
That's what's up.
Awesome.
We also well, I let Mike go. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh yeah, I'll be at Gym City Comic Con in Dayton this weekend, and the weekend after that, I will be at the first ever Urban Nerd Con in Montgomery, Alabama. I'll be kicking it down there with Elisa Sanchez, LaShawn Colvin, Dana, Tony. No, Tony's not going to that one. Fish Lee is rolling down there with us. So we're going to be pretty deep with a lot of people there, inaugurating that comic book convention and seeing what Montgomery, Alabama got to do. I'm definitely going to test out their food. I'm an eater, so I like to go places to eat.
It's dope.
I'm gonna try and see Mike in person because I'm gonna be in Ohio in November. So I'm gonna do my best to see this man.
Where's you gonna be?
I told you my family in Ohio, man.
Oh, okay.
My grandmother's birthday, so I'm gonna be there for like the weekend, weekend after Thanksgiving, I believe.
Okay.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I don't know that me and Danny, we tried to get into GalaxyCon for Raleigh. We got put on the wait list, so we didn't get it in. We may be doing the SC Comic Con in November.
Hey man, y'all need to get into Baltimore Comic Con, dude.
That's October, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it now, but do it soon, man.
That's definitely a possibility. I'll talk to him about that tonight.
I'm trying to do that.
I gave an update about Lumberjacks #3. Like I said, Guida is starting to kick the pages out. He had COVID for a little bit, you know what I mean? So of course production slowed down a little bit. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can still get it out. Looking to get it out in August. Me and Danny trying to fold up the source books and make sure we got everything straight. But I'm really excited to get that in y'all's hands. The more pages I see, the happier I am. I believe Wally sent me the last few pages for Harlem too. So we were supposed to launch Harlem's Kickstarter at the end of this month, but because I don't want to launch another Kickstarter till we deliver on Lumberjacks. So I'm gonna push Harlem back until we get Lumberjacks shipped out to everybody. But the pages are great. I can say that right now, and I'm
this
definitely
sneak peek. Yeah, that's it.
Of what?
That's heat number 2. That's a sneak peek.
See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody on the show spoiler stuff. I like it though. I like when people come through and like spoiler stuff. That's good.
All right, y'all have a good evening.
Yeah,
y'all
I
got to get that heat.
Yeah, go get heat, man. Make sure y'all, if y'all haven't already backed Mike's joint on Emerald Quest, man, let me make sure I drop the link one more time for those that are watching this later. We got 11 days left. FSKGo.com. You just hit that link right there. It'll take you straight to it. Thank y'all for being here for 50 episodes, man. We look forward to the rest of the episodes that are coming up in the future. Of course, there'll be upgrades over time, better production quality, more ads, because we're not even running ads now, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the people that we get to the group and the people that are subscribed to YouTube have come because of you guys, because of people telling, word of mouth, or just telling people about the show. Thank y'all. We appreciate you. And here's the 50 more episodes and more. We love y'all. See you next Tuesday.